Welcome to this mindful healing moment. I'm Kimberly Murphy from Crofton Yoga and Wellness, and today you might be wondering, why am I imitating Mr. T with all these gemstone necklaces around my neck? Well, that's because I want to share with you a meditation technique from the Tantra yoga tradition called Japa meditation. And this meditation uses what's called a mala to perform the technique. Japa translates to mean muttering, and it's a combination of using your hands, words, and your breath to bring your mind into that one pointed place. So for this video today, I want to show you how to give you some advice on what I found in picking out a mala, how to use a mala or your fingers to perform japa, and then I'll guide you through a short little practice. So if you're out looking to figure out what kind of mala you want to purchase, there come in many different kinds of gemstones or wood or seed. Really, that's about you and your personal preference, what you like. But you should look for the beads themselves should move easily through your fingers, where you don't have to look at them to figure out how to move them. You can feel them move from one to the next easily. All right, so sometimes they're strung too tight, sometimes they're too loose, sometimes the size of them just aren't quite right, so you really want to feel what they're like. They're typically 108, or they come in a multiple that would equal 108. So you want to go around 108 times for japa meditation. The reason it's 108, that's a sacred number in yoga and in a lot of spiritual practices. They're said to be 108 Upanishads. They're said to be 108 human desires. And also the diameter of the sun is 108 times the diameter of the earth. So whether you're using a bracelet or a string, it should equal 108. So for example, this bracelet has 18 beads on it. When I go around, I'd go around 6 times to perform 108. The mala here on the other side has 108, actually has 109 beads, because it has what's called a guru bead here in the center. Guru beads come different. This one has a little thing above it. Sometimes they're just dynamically bigger. Sometimes they're even a charm, right? And sometimes, tricky, you can look for bracelets that you think you could perform the mala on that have enough for the multiple, but they don't have a guru bead. So if they don't have a guru bead, you don't really know when you got to the end of a round. You never cross the guru bead. The guru bead represents the teacher inside of you, maybe the teacher outside of you, your inner wisdom or source. And you get to choose, what does that guru represent? But when you get to it, you turn around and go back. So if you're performing the technique and you get to the end of your mala and you're like, I'm still thinking about XYZ, I haven't reached that place where I can be still, you can turn around and go back. And you can keep going and going and going till you get to the place that you desire. Okay. So there's a couple things that the text and my teacher shared with me about performing the technique of mala that are tradition. One of them is that it was always held in the right hand. Now, I believe personally, if you're left-handed, go for it. I think it was originally right-handed because in India, left hands were considered for uncleanly acts. But the way you would hold your mala is you would make sure it doesn't touch the floor, because we're infusing this with our intention, right? And you would never use the index finger. This is considered the ego. And you drape it over top of the hand like this. And I have the guru bead right here. So my first bead is next to the guru. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Yep. So I would use my thumb and I would say the words. Now, the mantra that was given to me by my teacher, Yoganand Michael Carroll, to practice, a training mantra, is I open myself to you. So you would sit nice and tall. You'd put your thumb on the first bead next to the guru. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then you would say, I open myself to you. Pull the bead toward you, pulling that intention toward you. And then you go to the next bead. Inhale, I open. Exhale, myself to you. Next bead. I open myself to you. I open myself to you. That's a quick demonstration of how to use a bead or a mala beads to do the technique. Now, if you don't have one today and you're like, I'm going to give this a try with you, Kim, you could use your hand. So your hand here, we would divide it into 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. And we would go through the technique in this manner. So I would say, at the tip of my index finger and thumb, I open myself to you. 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 And I would keep going, touching each finger 3 times, top, middle, bottom. Okay? So that would equal a round of 12. And I would put up 1 finger to signify that round until I got to the point where I had done 9 rounds. So once I've gone through 9 rounds, that would equal 108. Okay, so today I invite you to either grab your mala if you have one, a bracelet if you have one, again, that's divisible by 108, or let's use the hand, and we're going to go through just 5 rounds. Actually, let's do 7. 7 is kind of a sacred number. Let's do 7 rounds, and then you can decide if you like this technique and if it would work for you. All right, so come to that comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, either draping the bead over top of your middle finger or starting with your thumb and your index finger connected. And take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. I open myself to you. 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 Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. And if the eyes are closed, blink them to check back in. And I encourage you in the days ahead to give this little technique a try, to ground yourself in the present moment, to maybe help you find that meditative place that you're looking for. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And until we meet again, I wish you a great day on purpose. Remember, your energy follows your focus. Keep going. You're worth it.